risk we face on this project would ultimately be if anyone was to contract COVID-19 and the consequences of it. Anything from obviously having to track and trace, and in the worst case scenario we'd have to close the site down for probably a 14-day period, which would have a massive impact on our programme. We've had 0 positive tests, which is fantastic. Obviously our strategy is working because we've had no issues, and ultimately we are on and will hit the programme.
The final stages of the warehouse racking, which is almost complete. You'll see that the racking here has the in-rack sprinklers being fitted just behind the roof level sprinklers, which are already complete in this area, and then the M&E is following on behind. And then as we move into the marshalling area of the warehouse, we have the steelwork above the dock level loading doors, which will then be decked out, and the conveyor system will be installed. And that will allow Beeswift to have their order picking working area above the docks, which is a really efficient use of space for them.
Basically we're at the point where we had the piling. We had the 54 piles put in the ground. Since that period we've now reinforced the slab ready for its pour. A number of links and bars to ensure that when the tanks are not only placed on the slab but filled, will be substantial enough to take the weight. We've also shuttered to create the shape of what will be the sprinkler slab, and all we're now waiting for is the final pour, which should be today.
Design issues that we've managed to overcome. An example of that has been the D-strap fans in the warehouse space. They are set high in the warehouse and they offer frost protection to the roof sprinkler system. We had to reposition them and we had to get the electrical contractor, the roof sprinkler contractor and also the racking contractor on board to agree the position, and then we'd simply roll the rest of the D-strap fans out.
So the weather's managed to stay pretty good at the moment, so we're now at the process where we're filling the slab area with the concrete mix. Currently, with the timescales, we have a bit of a problem where we're going to be power floating probably well late into the night and early morning. So by this rate, we'll probably be power floating the floor about 2 or 3 in the morning.
We're still on programme. I'm personally very keen to make sure that Les Giles and his team can access the building, the warehouse building on the 17th of November, so they can start moving stock in in advance of the completion of the offices in December.